As we begin the book of BaMidbar, the book of Numbers, we come across a midrash that tells us that the Torah was given with three different elements. It was given with fire. Mount Sinai was burning with fire when the Torah was given. It was given with water. As the Torah tells us, all who are thirsty, let them go and drink water, referring to Torah. And it was given in the desert, as we see in this week's Parsha. Rabbi Flum, in his commentary on the Or Yaakov, comments that these three qualities are three attributes we need in terms of acquiring Torah. We know that there are a whole lot of attributes that make up the human personality, and often we need contradictory attributes as well. So for instance, we need compassion when it comes to dealing with good people who are down and out, and at the same time we need cruelty when it comes to dealing with evil people who are also looking for our help. We have to be cruel with them. So in terms of Torah, fire represents the attribute of striving, of consuming. The fire always is leaping up. Fire always wants more. It always wants to eat, wants to consume. It leaps up to the heavens. If it wasn't for the wick, it wasn't for the fact that the flame needed the wick, the fire would leap right up to the ceiling, maybe burn the house down. So that's fire. Fire is a very positive trait when it comes to acquiring Torah, because it's the desire to have more, to possess more, and to consume more, and to know more, which is very important when it comes to Torah study. However, fire can be misused, because fire can be the quality that we use to strive after the wealth of the physical world, the wealth of the material wealth. We want to possess more, we want to own more, bigger houses, bigger cars, bigger lifestyles. So therefore that can also be something that fire may lead us to. Fire, after all, is desire. Fire is desire. So then comes the second quality of water. Water is serenity. Water is calmness. Water is coolness. It cools us down. So therefore, when the fire burns too brightly, we have to use the quality of water, of calmness, of serenity, to calm down these flames, to bring down these flames. However, there's a quality that is greater than both of them together, and that is the quality of the desert. Torah was given in the desert, and the desert indicates an area that a person is totally uninterested in. In other words, in a desert, no one bothers to build hotels and houses in the desert. No one builds shopping malls in the desert, because the desert is desolate. There's nothing there. There's absolutely no interest. No one has any interest in developing a desert or living in a desert. So therefore, when it comes to our Torah pursuits, we have to use the quality of desert to turn a disinterested eye, to turn our indifference against material possessions. If we can we can be like deserts when it comes to material wealth and the pleasures of this world, and we can look at it with indifference. Not that we're not using the material world, not that we're eating and drinking and living in houses and wearing clothes, but it just doesn't interest us so much. We don't make such a big fuss out of it. We don't make a whole to-do about it. It becomes something that's very much secondary, just something we have to have in our lives, but not something we get excited about, we get interested about, we get passionate about. So if we can have the quality of desert when it comes to our lifestyle, and therefore put all our energies into Torah, right? As the sages say, those who want to learn Torah, let them go to the desert. Now it's there they can focus fully on the Torah. So this is the most wonderful quality. And then we don't need the water to douse out the fire. We can have our fires focused fully and turned fully on the pursuit of Torah. And there can never be enough Torah. There's always room for more. There's always more that we need to learn. There's always more that we need to taste and to experience and understand and adopt. Torah is about adopting a certain lifestyle, understanding a lifestyle, embracing a lifestyle, embracing it with a sharp eye, with a sharp perception, and then adopting it for ourselves. So this is the marvelous quality of desert, quality we need to try and acquire for ourselves, that we may rise in our Torah knowledge from strength to strength.